Hi, I'm State Representative Glenn Anderson, representing the 5th Legislative District, which is Issaquah, Sammamish, Snoqualmie Valley, Maple Valley, parts of Renton, and Black Diamond. We're here in the 4th week of the legislative session, and things are beginning to move a little bit. I don't know if they're going to move in the right direction yet, but there seems to be some activity. The first bill we voted on this session was a budget reduction bill. It was an across-the-board spending cut of about 1% for all state agencies. I voted against this bill, mainly because it had no priorities. It was more window dressing to show that we were doing something versus trying to figure out what we should do. We're going to have a lot more opportunity in the next 12 weeks to make that really clear, and I think it's incumbent upon this legislature, because of the magnitude of the budget deficit problem, to be very clear with the public with what will be cut, what will be saved, and why. And that's why I voted no against the bill, because it didn't do that. It was more about showing that we were doing something than, again, what we were going to do. Again, one of my primary focuses for this session will be reform of the K-12 education system and its funding. The system is currently imploding financially. We've got a system now where we put more money into it than we've ever put before, and yet we have school districts that are on the border of being insolvent and bankrupt. That's insane. We've got to fix the current system, and that's going to take a lot of challenges. Some of the vested interests are opposed to that. They want to maintain the status quo because they benefit from it. We can't do that any longer. It puts our children at risk. Also in higher education, our colleges and universities, we need greater accountability and transparency. We need quality and value for the education consumer, for the young adult, for the adult returning to college, for workforce training. And a lot of that's going to evolve around tuition and financial aid. I am firmly opposed to any increases in tuition, and I think our financial aid system needs to be more transparent and more streamlined so people know what they get and they know they're going to get it once that commitment by the state has been made. Right now, every year, because one legislator or another has a good idea and wants their name on a brass plaque for a scholarship or a financial aid program, we pass something. While that sounds good, unfortunately what happens is it dissipates the amount of money we actually have to help everybody. That's not a solution. Equally so, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be dealing with a state economic stimulus package. I've reviewed that package closely, and unfortunately, we can do a lot better. Out of $400 million that the state will issue in bonds, we will create a grand total of 2,400 jobs. 2,400 jobs for $400 million. That's over $165,000 per job created. Included in that stimulus package is $10 million for alternative energy. That sounds good. Unfortunately, there's no list of projects and what that money would be spent on. $10 million just given away with no accountability, no knowledge even of where it will go. We will also spend $4 million on livestock nutrient, which are stock ponds for cattle ranchers. It's a financing aid program. It doesn't create any jobs other than one guy on a bulldozer digging out a pond to maintain livestock nutrient. Yes, that's an important ecological thing we need to take care of, but it's not something that's really economic stimulus. We can do a lot better if we're going to spend $400 million on projects that actually create sustained long-term jobs with incomes that families can depend on. It's going to be an interesting session. It's going to be a difficult session. It'll be volatile. You'll hear a lot of things. One day it'll be up, the next day it'll be down. I encourage you to pay attention closely. It's going to make a big difference this session for the next decade on where we go. The decisions we make in the next 12 weeks are going to impact our family's financial welfare for a long time to come, and your children's family welfare for a long time to come. Your input is always important to me. Email, phone calls, your input is what allows me to make the decisions on how to vote. It's important. I encourage you to step up to that. It's your government, and it's going to make a big, big difference this time. I look forward to hearing from you, and as always, wherever I can help with any issues with state agencies or any issues like that, especially with unemployment insurance, with what the situation with the layoffs is now, please let me know. Thank you so much.